Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Tired as a bitch.
Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, the defense is in man coverage. The problem is they don't have guys that can match up from a size speed standpoint with this tight end. So the QB found the right matchup, was able to hit him on the corner route, and it's a big play for this offense.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it. You're starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
On the ground, it's Hamilton. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they
Shoot.
to the air. It's Raiola. He's got it.
That's just trash. Ain't gonna make an adjustment. That shit lag.
But they've got it first and goal.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And the Huskers have it in scoring position on first and goal. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they strike first. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll try to get outside. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. The first play does nothing.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Got a man. It's Moore. Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Moore. He breaks a tackle. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Here's the pressure. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. You used to play action to try to slow down the rush, make the defense hesitant. In that case, they weren't hesitant at all.
No, they weren't, and it was a nice job with respect to effort on defense. You saw guys engaged one-on-one. They got dudes beating some blocks, lots of speed in the front of that defense. You saw it on that play.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
What a disappointment. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his...
This nigga's so slow.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, a gigantic collision of top 5 teams, and it is now a final. Texas Tech endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Lubbock, and the Red Raiders came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W. Imagine how this outcome is going to impact social media this week. One side ready for a parade, the other ready to hit the panic button.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passers. You saw right there getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all 3 phases.
Damn.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat in down. Yes. It goes again.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's 2 options. They're going to run the football and be conservative. They're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And that's the problem as an offense, man. You get in these third and forever situations, and now the defense drops back, and they take away all the deep stuff, and you're trying to find some space, but it's just so hard to try to convert those third and longs.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick handoff. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Under fire. Quickly to the tight end. Inside the 25. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning. They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the running back. Runs through the tackle. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. Halfway there on 1st down. It's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. It's Raiola. They've got the screen set up. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
They'll try to pick it up on
Get the fuck out of here.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Husker. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5? Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
See what we're dealing with.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Smothers. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to throw. It's Calandria. Slings it downfield. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. And they pick up the 1st down in what might be the last play here in the 1st quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period, 1st down here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got the tight end. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
He'll ride his man on the option. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Caught close to the marker. It's Moore. Now the connection takes it to the 11. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Smothers. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bell. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Clemson. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Bell. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Quarterback making checks. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Cornhuskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. Changing on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig, I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska is going to be very good. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Okay, tried to make him run down the field. Stupid.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action.
Give me that.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Took them a little while to settle into this game, but this offense has it going here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, a little bit of a feeling out process there early, but they seem to have found something. They're going back to the well, and they need to keep that up here on this drive.
Definitely, and they got the momentum going, and once you start getting the momentum going, it's crazy what I've seen in college football. It's so hard to stop it. It takes over, and sometimes it leads to enormous swings.
And he never had a chance to stop cold as soon as he got it.
Then you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds his man. It's Brown. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a
team that's fast.
That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia Tech. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
The sure hands, it's Hamilton. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
Throws for the tight end.
These niggas just slow. That's all. This team just faster. I'm over in here. I'm a lot. Tight end smoking on DB like that.
Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They have some time here late in the half. Back to throw. It's Calandria. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The sure hands. It's Smothers. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. The throw. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Here comes Clemson with another first down. To the air on first down.
That's a terrible pass.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw it. Pulls it in Smothers.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Wide open downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistic.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Out of here.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work.
Trash.
Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw it.
Good drop.
Right through his
This going to get off the screen.
I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
To the air on second down. He's taking the shot. Touchdown, Tigers. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
They'll try to get the two-point conversion here and make it a three-point game. On the snap, it's Smothers. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bell. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. To throw, it's Rayola. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bonner.
They just outruns the man. It's crazy.
Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
He'll get rid of it.
Thank you.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Okay.
And that did not
So
work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Yeah, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. That's caught. It Smothers. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Back to pass, it's Calandria. Here's the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
Get the fuck
pass
out of
was
here.
incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Hunt is on its way. Here's the return. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Huskers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Scanning the field, it's Calandria. Caught in the backfield, it's Smothers. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Tigers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw on third. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They're not letting him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. I know when a guy's thrown 3 interceptions, it's not good, but everything hasn't been bad. They've moved the ball a little bit. They just keep self-destructing. Makes the grab. It's Hamilton. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to go up top on first down. Bring in the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Raiola.
Oh, this is terrible, man. Fuck out of here. Coverage. Fucking coverage.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Caught behind the line. It's Clark. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Second down, they'll go to the air.
Get the fuck out of here. That shit is weak as fuck. They're just set on the route.
They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy is becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems... He uncorks one deep. And that'll be incomplete, man.
You're definitely right.
Big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Got it behind the line. It's Smothers. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it. They're short of the first down. They were able to get the ball running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming with the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Calandria. Fires to the middle.
Dude, you're supposed to sit down in the zone.
Picked off, at the worst possible time. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You just have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Hard running there. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Got it in the middle, it's Bonner. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. Spins away from the defense. They bring him down, but a solid pickup would put them in position to pick up a first down.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Caught in the backfield, it's Mills. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Now adjusting. Trying to make magic on the scratch.
Get the fuck out of here.
He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15.
Bro, this shit's funny.
There we go. Shot down of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. And the Huskers have their offense in high gear. Might be calling a hot route. From the gun, the running back has it.
That's all
Got
right.
some room entered to the goal line. And he'll finish the
It's
run
formations.
touchdown, Husker.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just
This
gave up
nigga's
some points.
terrible.
The defense has
For the
been
ball,
great.
10 yards.
I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Got it in the middle. It's
It can't be a holding.
He's
Too
brought
fast.
down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Get the fuck out of here, son.
Downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion.
Niggas gonna be
But this
mad.
offense has
This
to
nigga
continue
goes right.
to do
Come
more
on.
of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in the flow.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They'll run for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, at this point in the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore. Every 4th down, you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Quickly out to
Okay.
the tight end.
That shit is goofy.
Touchdown, Nebraska! And the stomping has commenced.
Each and and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Central Michigan needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Mount Pleasant behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 11 to Washington State. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And up, he holds it in, and nobody's close. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that.
Turning it on! What a run! Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
On the direct snap, it's Smothers. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football. They start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Are forced to settle for 3.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28.
This shit is trash. Fuck out of here.
Use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do.
This shit's
what are they
hella
going to do?
delayed,
Third
too.
short, third medium, third long. So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Yeah.
The Cornhuskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. The offense changing the play. Hand off from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
And he's not done, man. This QB is on a heater. He's already thrown 5 touchdown passes. And here we are late in the game, and he's still taking shots. When you're in a rhythm like that, you feel like anytime the ball leaves your fingers, it's landing in your receiver's hands. And oftentimes for this guy today, it's been for touchdowns.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snagged in the middle. It's Bonner. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll run it again. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Oh, they're after him. Connection to the right. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
And they found the big fella again. And they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown.
Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself. And they put points on the board. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. Makes the pass.
This nigga here loves the ball so bad. It's terrible. Oh, let's chill on the Wildcat. My bad. Good play.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Oh, no.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Just a short pass to the tight end. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Smothers. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smothers. Got room to work. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there. It's still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the corner.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. On the read. He'll get in there as they draw 2 points closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. How in the world did the offense retain possession? The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
Grab in the backfield. It's Bonner. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Rayola. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
The Huskers will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Going right to work up top. That's caught. It's Smothers. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. Makes the catch. It's Smothers. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking downfield on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
This time it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. To the air. It's Calandria. Pressure coming. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Clemson looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Rush is on him.
This nigga can't block nobody.
We
gotta build our team up. I'm sorry.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the
game, bro.
This offense continues to miss the mark. They just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do